Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite compound lifts, and that is the squat. And I do have to be honest with you here. I actually used to avoid squats at all costs. I hated them. My knees hated them. It just really wasn't a good time. But luckily, with the right programming and a little bit of work on my mobility, I can now officially say that I love them. So today in particular, I'm going to be talking about the deep squat and how the depth of your squat can impact your progress. With squats, you really want to make sure that you're going as deep as you can to get the most out of the movement. Fully lengthening and stretching the muscle is going to give you the best results when it comes to building muscle. For example, a deep squat has been shown to be more effective at building the glutes than a standard squat, making it an excellent choice for anyone in the market for bigger, stronger buns. And I think that's a lot of people these days. Given the demand on your muscles to work through the full range of motion during a deep squat, research suggests that you'll actually see greater increases in strength and size in the glutes than you would by performing a shallow squat with heavier weight. Essentially, the greater range of motion, the more work you are doing. This helps stimulate muscle growth by promoting the time under tension principle. A larger range of motion requires the muscles to work for a longer period of time, therefore recruiting more muscle fibers. Another added benefit of the deep squat is that it helps enhance your mobility by improving your range of motion with the involved joints, as well as strengthening the muscles throughout that range. So now that I've told you about some of the benefits of the deep squat, let's get into my tips on how you can improve your depth. Tip number 1 is to take your time warming up. Always start off with some dynamic stretches. Dynamic stretching helps to activate the nervous system and the muscles, increase blood flow, and increases your flexibility, which is going to keep you from getting injured. So I'll just quickly show you now what my warm-up routine is that I do before every single leg day. Number 2 is warm-up sets. Warm-up sets are so important when it comes to squats. Take your time with your warm-up sets, really focusing on depth as you slowly increase your way up to the working sets. If you can maintain that depth throughout those sets, you're going to be able to hit that depth with confidence with your heavier lifts. Number 3 is to implement the squat hold into your warm-up sets. So basically, you're just going to sit in the bottom of your squat and hold that for around 30 seconds. Just get comfy in being there, maintain a nice upright position, and just like really sink into the squat. Number 4 is to add goblet squats into your training regime. With goblet squats, the weight is held out front, which acts as a nice counterbalance, and this position just inherently promotes proper depth. Number 5 is to choose a weight that you're confident in lifting. If you don't think you can complete a full depth rep with that weight, it's possible that you're lifting too heavy, or you're maybe just using a weight that you're not totally familiar with yet. So I always recommend, when you're focusing on your form or your depth, just to decrease the weight until you're confident with your depth. Number 6 is to take into consideration that you might have some mobility restrictions. Maybe it's poor ankle mobility, maybe it's weak hips or glutes or a weak core. Either way, I can say this very confidently, it's all stuff you can fix. Number 7 is to try out different techniques. Maybe you need a slightly wider stance. Maybe you need to point your toes out at more of an angle. Maybe you need a 1 to 2 inch lift under your heels while you're working on your ankle mobility. And number 8 is to not bounce out of your squats. Make sure when you get to the bottom of your squat, you're holding it for 2 seconds before you push yourself back up. Doing this is going to force you to use your muscles to get you back up versus using momentum to get you back up. And this is going to help you so much if you're currently doing that. It's going to really help you actually build some strength in your legs. So as you can see, there are many ways that you can improve your depth with just a little bit of work. Doesn't matter who you are, you can squat lower, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And I promise that if you make depth a priority with your squatting, you're going to see massive muscle and strength gains. So anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you learned something new today. I hope you can implement some of these tips the next time that you're squatting. And if you do, leave me a comment and let me know how you did. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, just leave me a comment. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.